Has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go, let's go! And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam.
Where's Tig?
Come. Chef.
Alert.
Hey, switch gears. Hey,
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check. Lucky.
Where's Tig?
Check. Fresno.
They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check. Motion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
You can't block me.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And the Saints, first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Prescott now from the 50. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice free.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score is a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Prescott from the gun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints' first down. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Saints' first down.
There you go.
Check, 47. Get in the weight room.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
There we go, kill. 26.
They'll run for it with Eckler. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They come out here in the I. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. First and goal. Prescott now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert 3. SOS. Watch 24. Showing it.
On the give, running right is Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Check 9. Tight dog. 54. Watch the edge. Motion.
Watson just beating the play clock. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Whip. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Check 26, check 26.
Running from the gun with Howard. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now Prescott, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Kill.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Finish the attack. 18, 24.
They're running it. Check. Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want none. Mike, 53.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Hey, we got Mike. Mike 53. Hey, man.
On second and 10, Watson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Alert!
Get wide. Slow.
Come on, come on. Line him, go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
An 8-yard loss brings up fourth down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Prescott on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Prescott. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Saints.
Watch the curl.
Hey, 47.
47's a must, boy. 47. Check, 47. All day.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, watch this.
To the car. Watch the car's down. He's coming. Line him, look.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on third down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's high, but not very far. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
47. Switch it, come on, switch it. Check safety. Kill. Go to 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
47's the mic.
On third down, it's Prescott. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Come get some. Come on here. Come on.
To throw again on second down. Watson, open here, Adam Thielen. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let them know, let them know. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 25. Check 25.
Watson looks to throw again. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. 54.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53 is mine. Let's go, D. Hatchet, hatchet. Slam, slam, slam.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Reset. 19.
Check 53. Here we go.
54 is down. He's coming.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill, kill. 47.
Checking. Crash, crash. Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
Go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
53. Mike 53. Come on, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
154.
Check 30.
31.
No, off. Shift.
After the interception, here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it's going to be second down.
Second down 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check tight. Check 13.
154.
36.
29.
10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And Watson has it right side. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a second and long. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third and long for Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Sponge. Hey, 59. No. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
43-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Let's go, baby. SOS.
26.
SOS. Watch twins. Show it up.
Watson now to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the pass. Check the backer. Check 9.
Now Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Tight dog. Watch the eye.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On first down, they run with Howard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Check.
On second down now, it's Howard. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Prescott to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Thomas the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.